This is a member of the Voice of Reason. I'm coming to you today because I decided I would take the time to show you all of my cut. Um, every AIM chapter in America has a different cut. Some have vests, some have jackets, some have trench coats. Some are actually some AIM patches are big to where they fit on the back of a vest, and you can be our biker chapters of AIM. Our particular chapter is more of the chapter that we use jackets. And my particular cut is it came with my patch, and when I was also commissioned as a president is when each and everything went on my coat. On my cut. The very first thing I put on my cut was my patch. In my particular chapter, we all wear a patch on the left shoulder. Now my patch is an age patch. It's been around since the 1970s, and I'm the third owner ever to own it. Now, every single button on my cut was put on for every single time I stuck my neck out and helped. That's including the one on up here on my shoulder. I also put that because the button on there fell off and didn't know I was to keep the lasset on my jacket up there. I also have my president patch, which pretty clearly says that I'm the chapter president of my chapter. And that's here. Now, one day down the road, when I have a chance to get a custom patch with my last name, that will be going right here. But every single thing on my cut, I earned, and came from my accomplishments and my achievements. One of the most recent additions to it, still got to sew it on here, is this. I went to a powwow and I helped support and lent out my cut to help sell more jackets and more Waters Life patches. As a way of saying thank you, they said, "Here, take this and keep it." And I am truly honored to have it. I am truly honored to be a chapter president with the American Indian Movement. That's what AIM means. AIM member. AIM. AIM. We've been around since 1968. Now, I saw a video of a guy who was explaining about motorcycle gangs and how there was a kid who sat there and was wearing a cut, and somebody got on his case about it. And this is what happened.
The kid wearing a Sons of Anarchy vest in a gas station parking lot. I've been asked what I thought about this video more times than I can count, so let's go over it real quick.
Like your cut, bro. Where'd you get it? Yeah? You ride any motorcycles? You, what do you ride?
The video is just super fucking cringy. The guy makes all these vague, veiled threats about how, if it wasn't daylight out, he'd take that vest away from him. And if somebody else was there, it'd go real bad for that kid.
Should be real careful wearing that. Should take it from you right now, but it's the middle of the daytime. Just letting you know, though, you shouldn't fucking wear that. That this conversation would go a lot different. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I should take it from you right now. But you don't really look like you're new, so I'm going to give you your one warning. Okay? Now, at least that way you know that if someone does stop you, you get your fucking face kicked in, at least that way you know why. So just an FYI.
Anyway, he asked him to take off the vest, which he does, but the only explanation he gives him as to why is just that it's disrespectful. Not why it's disrespectful, not how it's disrespectful, just that it is.
A lot of people that died to wear patches on the back of their vest. Sons of Anarchy one, you're spitting in their face. It is just a TV show. You're riding around, shits on everybody that fucking worked their ass off for it.
And honestly, I find that to be pretty fucking weak, bro. If you're gonna jump up on a high horse and actually try to educate somebody about something, at least make sure that you can fucking do it. Because all you're doing in this video is being a bully. Both that kid in the video and motorcycle club culture deserve a way better explanation than that clown was able to provide, so I'm gonna take my best crack at it. You see, at its very heart, motorcycle club culture is about brotherhood and shared values. When someone in a club sees somebody else wearing the same patch that they are, they know that that person upholds the same values that they do, and that they've been through an extreme vetting process to make sure that they truly believe in those values and are willing to make sacrifices for them. Now, as to what those values actually are, well, that's as wide and varied in numbers as motorcycle clubs exist. They run the gamut from Christianity and Judaism to abstinence from drug and alcohol, to the predilection for drugs and alcohol. But no matter what those values are, the people who are in those clubs know that they have a network of people that they can count on in their time of need, a network of people that they can trust with their life. Now, there's no law saying you have to respect that. I'm not even asking you to respect that. I'm just letting you know that it exists. And if you wear something that imitates that without being that, it's going to be perceived as disrespectful. A common argument back to that is that Sons of Anarchy isn't real. It's just a TV show. It's no different than wearing a CSI hat or like a football jersey. But it is. It is so much different. And that has a lot to do with the actual content of the show itself. Sons of Anarchy is a TV show about a group of criminals, murderers, and rapists who are glorified as heroes. They're just constantly betraying each other and killing each other. They just display none of the actual values, trust, and brotherhood.
Right. He's half right. The other half where he's not right, he's not right is that, on the show, basically the whole point of the show is to show these guys, people who operate outside the law, who are following their own moral path. There's many organizations in the underground society where the laws failed them in a lot of different ways. The law and our government, and they've been failed in so many different ways where the system works against them in every which possible way because of how corrupt and fucked up it really is. Works against everybody. Now, he's right about that. He's right, but the part where he is right is this.
That a real motorcycle club has between its members. To a lot of them, this portrayal of motorcycle club culture is a gigantic slap in the face, and it's about as accurate as in the Army now's portrayal of what it's like to go to war for your country.
It's a very simple, routine mission.
Mission?
Let's go bust some skies!
Hot wheels! Get a hold of yourself, soldier.
Can't call you General Sweetpants.
So you can imagine that seeing somebody glorify that portrayal of motorcycle club culture by wearing a Sons of Anarchy vest on a motorcycle, that's going to be taken badly, even if no ill will is meant. Hey, maybe none of this means diddly shit to you. Maybe you think all this motorcycle club shit can go jump in a lake. You've got a Sons of Anarchy vest, and by gum, you're going to wear it. If anybody doesn't like that, they can just go get fucked. It's called freedom of speech, goddammit. I can wear whatever I want, wherever I want. And you know what? You are absolutely right. You can wear that Sons of Anarchy vest anytime you damn well please. You can wear whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Freedom of speech is pretty cool like that. Shit, you can put on a shirt that says Hitler did nothing wrong, and you can walk all over New York City, and you'd be perfectly within your rights. But those rights aren't going to stop somebody from kicking your fucking teeth in. You can tell them it's a meme all you want. Something tells me that it ain't going to help you. Freedom of speech protects you from the government impinging on your right to express yourself. But it doesn't protect you from a good old-fashioned ass whooping. So be aware of how your actions and your speech are perceived by those around you, or face the consequences. I'd love to hear what you guys think about all this, so make sure to leave me a comment down below. And if you agree with what I had to say, make sure to leave a like on it.
Well, he's right. You're well within your rights to do that. You're well within your rights to do anything you want. For example, the American Indian movement, we actually sell t-shirts. If you support the American Indian movement, more power to you. That's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. To wear the AIM patch, though, however, you got to earn that. You got to make sacrifices, like anything else. You got to do three things. A, you got to prove you're loyal. You got to prove that you can't be bought off or bribed or paid off, or you're not going to betray the Native American people as a whole. B, you got to prove that you got balls. You got to prove that you're courage. That doesn't mean committing random acts of vandalism or beating the shit out of somebody or basically behaving like a common criminal, because we do not condone that in any way. You just got to show that you're not afraid. That you're not afraid to stand up for what you believe, knowing very well that you're going to have to bail money by either going to a gutsy protest or doing something that involves standing up for the right reasons. Yeah, because even a lot of people at protests end up in jail. So three things you need: a bottle of water, you need ski goggles, for the tear gas, and you need bail money to hand to somebody to come bail you out because you most likely are going to end up in jail at a protest. And we're more about protests than we are about doing anything like that. But most importantly, you got to know everything about AIM. You have to know the journey we've taken, And the reason I'm adding on to what he's saying, because he's right. And AIM, we're through and through. We're through and through. We're very true blue. That's just how we are. We're very honest and direct people. However, we know enough not to step on the toes of 1% bikers. You're free to do whatever you want, but that's still not going to stop anybody from kicking your ass. And there's a lot of other natives out there who, if they see somebody who they clearly know is not Native American at all wearing a patch, they're going to get very angry. They're not going to sit there and beat you up because most full-blood natives are not violent by nature. That doesn't mean there's not other people that won't. There's racist bias people. There's people who are the skinheads. They're out there. They see one of these, will beat you up. There's baby boomer cops who hate Leonard Peltier. My patch says free Leonard Peltier on it. And I get a lot of fucking flack for that. I'm the third owner to wear this particular patch. Now, the original owner, his name was something Lightfoot. I forgot what his first name was, but the person, he got sprayed down by the fire hose wearing this. He got hurt pretty bad. He got sprayed down with a fire hose, he got shot at, he got beaten up by a cop. Then he passed it on to a woman, and she sat there. She got beaten up by a cop at a protest with a billy club. She got patted down illegally and searched, and she also got harassed by a cop because she had a bumper sticker that said "Free Leonard Peltier" on it. So yeah, this particular patch is a magnet for racist and corrupt law enforcement. Now, for anybody to wear this patch and to sit there and this patch in general, whether it's say Free Leonard Peltier or Remembering Wounded Knee, there's two different AIM patches, but it has to have the AIM logo and it has to say American Indian Movement. For anybody to sit there and just buy a patch and wear it without earning it, we do kind of get offended by that because we made great sacrifices. We risk getting pushed around by law enforcement by walking out our front door and wearing that. That's the risk we take, but we take that risk because we believe in protecting our people. We believe in standing up for our rights, and we believe in not letting our people become exterminated and extinct, which is slowly happening. Now, having said all that, I am responding to what he said. He's right. He's half right. I met 1% bikers who said they've seen people wearing Sons of Anarchy cuts. They don't really care. They don't. They get bigger fish to fry than to go up to some guy to some weekend warrior biker who's just wearing the vest because he likes it, he thinks it looks cool. They got bigger fish to fry than to go up to some poor schmo and beat the shit out of him or to kick his face in. So that fucking clown who hounded that guy at the gas station, whoever you are, you're a moron. If anything, 1% bikers would kick your fucking face in for just being a douchebag. And you automatically sat there and brought heat on everybody by running your fucking mouth like an asshole. You see, anybody who sits there and wears a patch or colors or a cut, they don't like to bring heat on themselves. We don't like to draw attention to ourselves. We don't like it. It's annoying. It's irritating. Fuck you if you bring heat on us. And on behalf of everybody who proudly wears a patch because we believe in something, fuck you. You're an asshole. But to the guy in this video, you're awesome. What's your name? Your name is Shadetree Surgeon. Mr. Shadetree Surgeon, you're awesome. All right, keep up the good work. I hope everything works out for you. And I'm going to be sending this to your comment section below. I hope you watched this, and I hope you make a video about this. Thank you. This is AIM member, the Voice of Reason. Aho. And Free Leonard Peltier. If the guy didn't do it, let him out of prison already.